What's up, traders? It's Mark here at Dino Trading coming at you with today's video recap. We're going to do something different here today, folks. All right? I'm going to try to branch out a little bit here and get you guys to open up your minds. Okay? I have found that in my experience with doing my own technical analysis, I've come to the conclusion that it's never a bad idea to keep an open mind and from time to time just check out what's happening on other symbols. Okay? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Russell. If you trade Forex, your symbol is US 2000. If you trade futures, your symbol is RTY. And if you trade stocks and options, I believe your symbol is TZA, but it might be TNA. Okay? And the first question you guys are probably asking, well, hey Mark, how is this different than maybe the S&P 500? And I'm glad you asked that question, all right? Got an answer for you. So, to your question, meaning how's it different? Well, it's really not that much different than the S&P. But the Russell has a very unique circumstance that makes the Russell calculate the same as the S&P, except the moves on the Russell are, in my opinion, 10 times more explosive. Okay? Now, what do I mean by that? Well, for those of you guys that trade the S&P 500 futures version, okay, you guys are very familiar with this. You know that every point is worth 50 bucks, right, on the S&P. So if it moves up 1 point, it's 50 bucks. If you short it and it moves down 1 point, that's 50 bucks. It is the same on the Russell, okay, 100%. But the interesting part about the Russell is every point is broken up into 10 ticks, not 4 ticks like the S&P. That's what makes the moves explosive. You follow what I'm saying? Let's take a look at it. Case in point, and don't worry, I'm going to contrast the Russell with the S&P today. You're going to see what I'm talking about. And before I forget, folks, you know what's coming next, all right? This green and red color band that you see overlaid on top of the chart, this is our proprietary volume indicator. In my opinion, I think this is the best indicator in the world to assist traders with getting and identifying the direction, okay? And be honest with you folks, this was somewhat amusing today. We really only had 2 or 3 setups from today. Let me go ahead and timestamp these for you. We had a nice short signal, 8:45 a.m. on the dot. And then we had a nice long signal at 12:25 p.m. on the dot. That was it, folks. Okay, so before I get too deep into this video, recognize, understand, and appreciate the power of volume analysis. Okay, stack up this indicator onto your own indicators that you were using today, and you tell me if your chart looked as good as my chart. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's do a laser focus on the short from today morning. All right, you guys see how this volume indicator turned from green into red. There was actually one losing trade for probably 20 ticks. All right, so we're starting off at minus 20 ticks. And then, wouldn't you know it, the volume indicator turns red. All right, let's go ahead and identify and isolate what a potential setup might look like. Okay, you guys see this bar right here? This is the signal bar, but that's not the same as the entry bar. Okay, the entry bar is always 1 bar to the right. The entry would happen right over here. Let me get rid of this larger box here. Okay, we don't need that box. The entry bar is the bar to the right of the signal bar. That's it. That's all you need to remember or write down if you want, or take some notes if you want. Okay, it's not exactly complicated. All right, and your protective stop loss. Remember, folks, you always got to have that stop loss in place. The stop loss is there for your own protection. Okay, your protective stop loss is going to be placed a couple of ticks or a couple of pips above the signal bar's high. Make sense? That's why you see I've placed this white line here. To me, this is a very logical area on where to place the stop because this is statistically significant to me. But if you feel that you want to go even further back, you can. If you feel like you want to go a little bit tight, you can. There's pros and cons to doing either of those two, so I like to just go with the sweet spot and just go with the signal bars high. And my friends, if I squish this in so you can see how this trade played out, folks, this was about 380 ticks. Okay? Or pips if you're following along in Forex. 380, man. That's a lot of potential ticks. I don't care who you are. And we're only talking about the short. We never even got to discuss the long. Right? Tack on another 150, 200 ticks on this long setup that came in the afternoon. You guys know that I really don't like looking at my charts after lunchtime. Not really interested. But I got a bunch of text messages from my customers today, and congrats to all you guys that were trading after lunch, man. I'm glad you guys killed it. But here's my point, all right? Let me get to the good stuff. Let me squish this in some more here so we can do a real contrast, all right? So if we contrast the Russell to the S&P, okay, which I have here now, the S&P looks okay. I'm not going to tell you that the S&P sucks. Today it looked okay. But my goodness, man, that doesn't even come close to how the Russell did today. Same day, same session, same everything, just a slightly different symbol to capitalize and harness that amazing volatility. All right, folks, so the takeaway from watching this video, number one, keep an open mind, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Keep an open mind on some other symbols that maybe you've never heard of and add it to your watch list. Right? Even if it's just for entertainment value alone, just add it to your watch list and see how that symbol performs when you're using the vol indicator. And takeaway number two, folks, I'm going to repeat myself as I always do. Volume does not lie. You can't tell me that this chart doesn't look amazing. Okay? I'm willing to bet you that this chart looked 100 times better than your charts. Only two setups, folks. One short, one long. That was it for today. And I want to send a big congratulations to everybody who was using the Russell and looking at the Russell today, because you guys absolutely killed it. Guys, that'll do it for this video. If you'd like to get your hands on this powerful volume indicator, then get in touch, call, text, email, whatever's convenient, and I'd be happy to hook you up with a free one-on-one demo, really show you how this volume indicator is going to supercharge your trading. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next trade.